Hi, my name is Annie Lichny, and I want to thank you so much for joining in for some meditation practice today. Are we being true to ourselves? Or do we spend time, even if it's unconscious time during the day, sabotaging ourselves and sabotaging what we truly need? We're going to be working with being true to ourselves. And essentially, we can use positive emotional qualities and traits and states to bring us into greater sense of happiness naturally and easily with a little work every day, just a little bit of work every day. So we're going to be working with qualities that internally bring us into a state of much greater joy and happiness easily through practice like we're going to do. So I ask you to find a comfortable posture and have your hands placed on your lap. Notice that your back is upright, your spine, filled with its dignity, is upright and yet also at ease. So we could just even now bring our focus to our spine and notice that we can release any tightness or tension along our back with our own focus. Pay attention to this and where we can soften. Maybe along our shoulders. We're going to breathe in and out of the nose for practice and have our eyes closed. And as we get started here, I would just ask this question. Do you know in your own life what brings more joy, ease, true essential happiness, and meaning to your daily life, day to day? The simplest of things, connecting with different people in different parts of your day, truly connecting. Maybe a warm cup of tea, preparing that cup of tea, gardening, being out in nature, walking the dog, being with a pet resting right next to you when you're reading a book. What is it that brings true essential happiness? And are you doing those things intentionally every day? Those very meaningful, significant, and yet very simple experiences that we have bring us greater happiness and also health and well-being. So we're going to use our focus and bring it to our breath as we get started. Now that we have an idea of some of these different experiences that maybe touch our heart. And we'll breathe in, really feeling that the whole torso is filling up on the in-breath, bringing our focus here. And then exhaling and releasing, staying very present as we exhale. And we get to the bottom of this exhale and hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling again. Being very aware of the breath, we might even realize and recognize we can slow it down very gently and carefully and smooth it out here. And then the exhale as well, slowing it down, smoothing it out, feeling it through the whole body. The breath is a wonderful way to calm ourselves down, calm our thinking mind down. At the bottom of this breath, hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling one last time. Feeling the whole body engaged in the breath. Exhaling, feeling and emptying out of the whole body. Holding the breath at the bottom for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just release that. Feeling into the body, noticing if the shoulders, if there's any holding on or resistance or tension in our shoulders or shoulder blades. With our focus, can we invite, with our focus, with our internal voice, using this internal focused voice to invite a rest for the shoulders, an easing and a softening for the shoulder blades. We can bring our focus down to our hips and our backside, making contact with the chair. Again, noticing if there's any sense of holding. Can we soften and recognize, using our own internal voice, directing with our present aware focus. Engaging, feeling, inviting, a release, a letting go, noticing we could release down in our pelvis area, soften any sense of tightness, making contact with the surface underneath us. We could bring our focus up to our jaw, along the back of our jaw, near our ears, noticing if there's a sense of tightness. Sometimes that happens while we sleep or during the day. Again, we don't pay attention when we're doing it, but now we can release it. Invite a softening in the jaw, maybe wiggling very slowly and easily and gently in the jaw. Noticing if it can soften. Feeling in the whole body here now. Noticing how we're doing. Staying very present right here. Just staying here in our home of ourself. We're going to use a coherent breath here and breathing in and out for about 5 seconds. We'll start with paying attention to our forehead, using our focus, bringing it up to that general space in between the eyebrows on our forehead, that middle space. You might even notice you can see like a pattern or a lightness or a color, even with our eyes closed, that we could recognize when we pay attention to this space. So we'll bring our focus here and we'll start to breathe in and out for about 5 seconds. And then when we're getting used to that pattern, we'll recognize again that Breathing will start to breathe us once we start and initiate and work with this pattern. And we're going to continue this to the end. So we'll inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale out of the nose 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling. Exhaling. In and out of the nose. Stay really focused on this circle of breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Feeling that space between the eyebrows. Inhaling. Exhaling. We might notice that this pattern is a little bit easier now that we're getting used to it. Inhaling. Exhaling. You might notice sensations in the body, tingling sensations, cascading kind of feelings. Inhaling. Ripples of vibrations running through. Exhaling. That's all very normal. Inhaling. Exhaling. If we get lost in thought, just come back to the circle of breath. Just gently keep bringing yourself back. Inhaling. Exhaling. And now on this next circle, we're going to bring our focus from the middle of our forehead area down to our heart center. Inhaling. And exhaling. We're going to breathe, pull the breath in and out of this heart center, feeling it maybe in the front. Inhaling, and the back body right in the center of our torso area. Exhaling. Breathing, pulling the air in and out as we breathe in and out of our heart area. Inhaling into the heart. Exhaling, releasing the air away from the heart space out around us. Pulling the air into the heart. Inhaling. Exhaling, releasing the air out of us into the space around us. Inhaling. Exhaling out of the heart. We're going to continue with this circle of breath in and out of the heart. I'd like you to think of something that you were really, really grateful for recently or maybe a while ago. Something that just immediately pops up to your mind. So inhaling, using the circle of breath, thinking of something you're just so appreciative for. It could be an experience, a place, a connection with a person, a pet. Inhaling. Exhaling. Pulling the breath in and out of the heart, feeling this immense appreciation for a very significant memory for you. Just really experience it, bring it to life. Exhaling, really feeling the textures of it, the location, the experience of it, all of the details. Exhale, keep working with the circle of breath on your own, making sure you're breathing in this appreciation, inhaling, exhaling for a person, place, situation. Inhaling. Notice how your body feels when we bring this idea of gratitude, appreciation to life within us with all of its details. Inhaling. Exhaling. Now bring to mind something that just filled you with a sense of humility, something you felt really proud of. Inhaling. That happened with you, with somebody else, a loved one. Exhaling. Something you just feel just instilled courage, humility, a humble pride. Inhaling. Something you accomplished, something you were afraid of, perhaps, that you overcame. Something that you took a step toward, a small step, but it really was very significant for you. Just notice this sense of courage or humility. Inhaling. The texture and aliveness of the situation and experience that you can bring to life. Breathing in and out of your heart here. Exhaling. Staying with the circle of breath. What does this courage feel like in the body? Exhaling, releasing on this circle. Now bringing to mind something that instills joy and bliss. Something you really, an experience again, or a person, something that pops into your mind as you stay with this circle of breath. Maybe exhaling here, that just brings this pure essence of joy and bliss. Inhaling. Again, a location, an experience, a connection with somebody. Maybe being in a certain location like the ocean or the beach or a lake. Inhaling, staying with this circle of breath. Maybe having an experience with a loved one. Being in somebody's presence just brings complete joy, their energy. Inhaling, breathing it in and out of the heart, feeling the textures of this joy. Where do you feel this in your body? Exhale. When you bring up this memory, this experience, inhaling. Exhaling. We're breathing in and out of the heart space here. Really seeping in pure bliss and joy. It is endless, this quality of joy and bliss. There's no end to it. It's not just in our body. We can almost feel like it's bubbling around us in the space that we're in. It's endless. And sometimes we cover it over with our thinking mind. And yet it is always here with us. Staying with this circle of breath, elongated ins and outs, and move to this unconditional sense of love. Love in the heart as we breathe in and out. Essential love. Sometimes, again, our thinking mind interferes and we start to grumble or complain in our thinking mind about a situation, and yet it can overlay this idea of this unconditional love we carry for others, for pets, for situations, for our experiences and places. Can we remove the cover of the thinking mind and just really seep in this unconditional love? This experience we can bring up, encourage in our mind's eye, and feel in our heart, breathing in and out. Inhaling on this circle, wherever you are. Exhaling in and out of the heart, feeling unconditional, essential love. Inhaling. Pulling the air in to our heart, this air of love. Exhaling, releasing in the front and the back body at the heart center, this idea of love, this essence of who we are. This is giving ourselves what we need. A refueling of these incredible qualities that are always within us. We don't need to look outside of ourselves. We can encourage them from deeply within our heart space here with breathing, feeling the textures of this unconditional love. Exhaling. So let's continue breathing in and out of the heart here, just on its own sake. Releasing the ideas of those wonderful qualities, those purest, unending qualities that we carry within us. Just breathing, really bringing our full focus to the breath, this circle of breath. Inhaling for about a count of 5. Exhaling for about a count of 5. One more inhale and exhale in and out of the heart. Exhaling, and then releasing that circle of breath, allowing the breath to breathe itself. Coming back just for a moment here to, from the space of the heart, going back up to the space behind the eyebrows, into the head, behind the eyes, right into the middle of our head. As the breath breathes itself, just bringing our full focus to this perhaps soft, open, spacious sense, maybe a tingling aliveness in the head, right in the middle. Slowing down the thinking, creating spaciousness throughout the whole body, emotionally recharging with what we truly need, releasing that tight grip of the thinking mind in our head, and reminding ourselves of what we truly need every single day to restore and renew ourselves for longevity, for wholeness, for health, and for a happy life that we all want. Thank you so much for the privilege of practice, and have a wonderful, happy, heart-centered day.